Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. I hope that this video finds you all doing amazing, and I am super excited for today's video because it is in collaboration with a sweet friend, Lovely Moments Creating, and I will link her video down below so you can go check hers out after you're done watching my video. And we decided to collaborate on making some winter DIYs, and today I have for you 3 winter DIYs that I will be making. So let's just jump right into it. For the first one, I'm going to be using this mailbox from Dollar Tree. And it is super cute, you guys. I'm going to leave it exactly how it is. And I'm just going to make it look like a little winter wonderland scene that's sort of like exploding out of the mailbox. So for the first thing, I am going to take these little lights and I'm going to be just stuffing them down in the mailbox, and you can hot glue them if you want, but I don't hot glue them. I just stuff them down in there, and then you'll see me take some stuffing that I had that I'm going to use for snow, and I'm going to put that down as well. Now I have some mini bottle brush trees from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to be hot gluing those down onto the snow, and I'm going to snip off the bottoms of them and then just stick them down onto the snow with hot glue. Now that those are down, I am going to be taking different little things that I can put down in there to make it look more festive and more of like winter is exploding out of the mailbox. So I'm taking some mini bells, and then I'm also going to take some peppermints, and I'm going to be gluing the peppermints with the wrapper on, because you don't receive candy without the wrapper. At least I hope you don't, but I'm just gonna hot glue those down as well, and I'm going to make also some little presents to put down in there, and that's basically it that I put down for in the scene. So you can see here I have these craft papers that I just had laying around, and these little squares that you can find at Dollar Tree, and that's what I'm going to use to make little gifts. And I'm literally going to wrap these tiny gifts, and it was a bit tricky because they are so tiny, but I cut it down to size, the paper, and then I just wrapped it as you would a regular gift, of course, and then I just glued them down together to make it look like a stack of presents, and that is it. Now you guys, I have this roll left over from gift wrapping paper, and I'm just gonna cut it down to size, and this is going to be the post for my mailbox. And I want a sort of wood look to it, like a tree trunk, And to achieve that look, I'm going to paint the whole thing in brown paint, and then I'm going to distress it with black paint and white paint. So you'll see just exactly how I get the look. And yeah, you guys. So after I got the wood to how I like, I just take some hot glue and I put some all around the rim of the top of it, and then I place the mailbox down on top. And if you wanted, you can use a stronger glue, but I just used hot glue for this and it stood pretty well. So I did that, and that was it. And this is how it turned out, you guys. Little winter exploding mailbox. I think it is so adorable. You guys let me know what you think of this DIY and how you like it, or how you would have styled it. Just let me know down in the comments. Okay guys, so for this next DIY, I have these two glass vases that you can get from Dollar Tree. And I'm going to start off with painter's tape, putting it all around the vase of where I want the paint to stop, because I am going to paint it half white. So I put painter's tape all around it, but then later on you see that I end up not painting it, and then I end up spray painting it because the paint was giving it a streak effect and I didn't like it. So I end up spray painting it to give it a more smooth finish. And for that I just cover the entire top half of the vase with newspaper. That way when I spray painted it, it didn't get on the other half. And you'll see what I am talking about here. But go ahead and spray paint your bottom of the vase. So now you see exactly what I was talking about when I said that I covered the top half with newspapers. So I got a more smoother finish, and I like how it looks more better with the spray paint. And this is how it looks now. And then I'm just gonna take a wet napkin to kind of clean the glass a little bit, and then I'm gonna take some foam, and I'm going to cut it down to size to place it inside of the vase. And then I'm going to take different greenery picks and place that down in there and just sort of play with it until I like how it looks. So you can see here that I'm adding some Spanish moss, but at the end you'll see that I end up switching the Spanish moss for faux snow that you can find at the Dollar Tree. And the reason I do that is because I felt like the Spanish moss was kind of throwing it off from the winter look. So I went with the faux snow, and it looks 100 times better. So just ignore this part. Now I have these little snowflake ornaments that you can find at Dollar Tree, and what I'm going to be doing is hot gluing them to a dowel rod, and I'm going to stick the dowel right down into the foam board, and that's going to give it a nice and pretty look of winter. And yeah, that is it. So you can see here, guys, just how I switched out that moss for the faux snow, and honestly it looks 10 times better. Then I also added some white paint to give the leaves a little frosted look, and then I just added a little ribbon around the edging of the paint, and I just love how it looks, you guys. Honestly, the camera doesn't do it much justice. It looks way prettier in person, and I love how it came out. You let me know what you think of this DIY down in the comments, and yeah, you guys. So for our third and final DIY, I am going to be using 2 of Dollar Tree's candle holders and 2 of their long cardboard frames. And then I'm going to start off by spray painting the candle holders in some black Rust-Oleum spray paint. And then I'm going to be breaking the box frames, as you see here, removing one of the sides, and it's going to be the side that has the hook to hang them on. So just all you need is a little bit of force and just pop those sides off, and that way we can glue the 2 parts together and it'll create a little tray. Now, using some E6000 mixed with hot glue, I am going to put the tray together, and I'm using E6000, that way it can give it a nice strong hold since the candle holders are a bit heavy. So just go ahead and do that and glue them together. Now, using some white acrylic paint, I am going to give the tray a nice thick coat, and I'm going to give it about 2 to 3 coats to cover it up nice and complete. Now that our tray is nice and painted, I am going to be taking this Dollar Tree game, and these are little cubes and they are put together by a string, so just cut them right off, and then I'm going to be using those as the legs. So I'm going to take 2 of them, glue them together, and then glue them right at the bottom of the tray. And I'm going to be using the darker colored ones. I think it goes better with the tray, but you can also use the light colored ones. So I have this piece of felt material that you can find at Dollar Tree, and I'm gonna take it so that I can place it down at the bottom of the tray just to give it a more clean finish, and you won't see any of the inside of the tray once I fill it up. So I'm just gonna cut it down to size, and then I'm gonna take hot glue and run a string of the hot glue all around the edges of it and fold the edges down, creating a little lip so that way it can be nice and clean on the edges as well. So you'll see exactly what I do, and yeah, that is it. Now I have that placed down, and I am just going to arrange my tray how I would like, and I'm just going to leave it simple. I'm going to put greenery around it, those frosted pine cones, and also some little mini snowflakes that I had, and that is it for the tray. You can put whatever you'd like in it, but I'm just going to keep mine nice and simple, and that is it. And here is the final look, guys. I love it. I love how simplistic it is. You guys let me know how you like this DIY down in the comments, and please don't forget to check out Lovely Moments Creating and check out what winter decor DIY she came up with. I am going to have her video linked down in the description, so please check her out. And if you like today's DIYs, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. Join the family. And yeah, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.